Good morning. I wanted to get with everyone and talk to you about food prep for the Appalachian Trail. I have been going crazy. Soaking walnuts, hazelnuts, macadamia nuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and then dry or dehydrating them. I don't know how much I'm gonna need for 6 months of snacks, but I know that I need nutrient dense foods, and I know some people are gonna say you don't know what you're gonna want to eat after 6 months or after a month of being on trail. Well, something I can say about me, I don't know about any of you, but if I know that the nutrient density is there and that good flavor is there and that it's good quality products that's not using bad oils or being overheated or has a ton of chemicals that I don't want in my body that inhibit how my organs work, which in turn will inhibit how my body works and lower my chances of making it to Katahdin. That is the goal, is to make it to Katahdin. We are planning on leaving on March 27th. We're undecided if we're gonna do the approach trail or not, because we've already done it 3 times. My husband's done it 4 times. I don't know if it's worth it. In my food prep for the Appalachian Trail, nutrients, nutrient density, and taste is the most important for me. I am going with hazelnuts, walnuts, some almonds. I'm going with almond butter on those Justin's packs. Dried cranberries, dried cherries, and chocolate covered sunflower seeds, regular sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Now for weeks on end, I have been soaking the nuts. The reason why I am not purchasing the nuts already made in a trail mix, because, well, I can't get that quality. That hasn't been doused in, most stuff is covered in canola oil and then roasted at higher temperatures than I want, which does damage to the nuts. And if they're not soaked, nuts have this thing called phytic acid. It's not good for your body. It disrupts your gut biome. It disrupts just general digestion. And I've had a lot of issues with my gut because of all my antibiotic use, because of having a blood and a bone infection where I was on antibiotics for 2 years straight. So now we get back to figuring out how much food do I need to get me through the AT, and how many snacks am I gonna need for 6 months? That's the biggest question. I'm getting a resupply box, or we are getting resupply boxes every 10 days. I measured this out in my hand. One of these big spoons is a little more than a handful, which is more than a full serving. So I'm gonna assume I can fit 5 big scoops in here, so maybe 7 servings. It might be more than that, I don't know. but I'm bringing this for every 10 days. I'll find out if I'm overpacking, but with my physical history and not ever thinking that I'd actually be able to hike the Appalachian Trail due to so many injuries. And this has been a dream of mine since I was 16, but I never thought it was a possibility because I've broken my tailbone 4 times. And I've torn more than 55 tendons and ligaments, which left me wondering if I could even hike without tearing something again. Ooh, that's too much. And I didn't think it was an option or a possibility until I met my husband in 2018, and he hiked the Florida Trail in 2019, and I hiked probably about 400 miles with him, and my body held up. I had some issues, and since then I've dialed in my supplements. So eating good quality food that gives me the nutrients that I need to keep my body working the way it's supposed to so that it doesn't shut down is huge. And then also in 2020 we were supposed to do our thru hike, and I had stored everything in Ziploc freezer bags. And well, let's just say by the time I got to them, because we weren't able to hike in 2020, we didn't even try and make it out there because we were supposed to leave on, I think, still March 27th. And it wasn't an option because I think they shut the trail down or asked everyone not to come after the 22nd or the 23rd, which was right after we moved out of our apartment and gave up most of our stuff, sold a bunch of stuff. And so I've been eating, I was eating the foods that I had prepared and stored in the plastic Ziploc bags. Let me tell you, my food was stale. So this attempt, I decided to do much more research on food storage. Mylar bags can be stored. You can store food in Mylar bags if it's prepared properly for up to 100 years. And guess what? You can rehydrate your food. Well, not this stuff, but your dehydrated foods and stuff can be rehydrated in these wonderful Mylar bags. And because they are like an aluminum foil type kind of a thing, and they're strong, I'm not puncturing them, and they can be vacuum sealed and everything. Not with the nuts. It doesn't seem to vacuum seal that well. But if any of you are trying to conserve on weight and not carry all those prepackaged foods, and you want to be cooking in a bag, I highly recommend ordering some Mylar bags. Send them with your resupplies, or just have some extra Mylar bags on hand, and do your food cooking in Mylar bags. Because plastic, when you consume plastic by adding boiling water to it, it breaks down the plastics. It's light. This is just as light as a Ziploc freezer bag. And you won't be consuming plastics from this when it's reheated. When you consume plastic, you get stuff that affects your thyroid and it affects your insulin sensitivity. And let's face it, we're all going to be eating stuff that's less than optimal. That's already going to be affecting our insulin sensitivity because we're all going to be eating lots of sugar, lots of carbs, because we need the calories. But let's go with better quality. I am. If we want to make it to Katahdin, and since that is the goal, we should be doing things that improve our chances at making it. Consuming good quality nuts with high omega-3 contents, high nutrient contents, and so we can moisturize our bodies from the inside out. I know it's going to be heavy, but I would rather carry more weight and I have no problem carrying weight. I'm a massage therapist. I hit the gym. I am definitely more of an endurance athlete. I am not fast by any means, but I can go all damn day. And I hate sitting, so hiking the trail is gonna be fabulous for me. But honestly, we need to get as many nutrients as we can, moisturize and lubricate our joints and our bodies from the inside out. And then my liquid supplements, actually, so here's my electrolytes. I'm adding beet powder because beets are so good for your heart and for your blood and everything else, and we need them. And collagen. And this multi-collagen helps with your joints, your tendons, and your ligaments. And this magnesium is the magnesium that I use all the time, and it has saved my body. And it has allowed me to hike and do things. Nothing will ever stop me, but I was always injured. And I gotta say, going with better nutrients and better quality foods with less toxins, less chemicals and crap in it, my body is so much happier, and I feel like this is an option to be able to make it. Well, that's it. I got 18 of these for resupplies, and then enough to start me off. And I gotta make 2 more for the extra boxes. Hopefully we don't need those extra boxes. Good luck, everyone. Happy trails, hike your own hike. Carry as much as you want, carry as little as you want. It's all on you. Here's just a few options. I hope everybody has a healthy, positively eventful hike, and these are just more options. Have a great day.